Welcome to another edition of Sundays with Serby. And this week, we're actually dropping this on a Saturday, but we're not going to call it Saturdays with Serby. And the reason we're doing it a day earlier is because we have a special treat for all the Yankee fans out there. The esteemed New York Post columnist, Steve Serby, he recently talked with none other than the legendary Yankees broadcaster John Sterling. And John has just hung up his microphone after an illustrious career. And today, Steve is going to share exclusive insights from his farewell Q&A with Mr. Sterling. And Steve joins us now. Steve, how you doing?
I miss the guy already. I think Yankee fans do too.
I think Yankee fans do as well. He had a fantastic ceremony.
He was one of a kind. One of a kind, right, Dex? One of a kind.
One of a kind. Some people maybe didn't love his style on the air, didn't love his call, but he did it uniquely. There's no doubt about that. And he had himself a nice ceremony, send-off at Yankee Stadium on Saturday. And now we're running low on institutions. We've got Suzyn Waldman is still left. Mm-hmm. Michael Kay and Dexter Henry, who, I mean, those are the New York institutions right now. I mean, I think I got a lot to do to catch those people as New York institutions, but you know what? The pleasantries are always nice for you.
Yes, you do.
I appreciate it. There's always work. Oh, so you were lying to me.
I was just saying that.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I got some work to do. But one institution we're talking to here is Mr. Serby. He's absolutely a New York sports institution, and we're going to talk about John Sterling. And Steve, John Sterling's retirement, it marks the end of an era for many Yankees fans. So how did Sterling reflect on the emotional aspects of concluding his career during your conversation, and what do you believe that he wants his legacy to be remembered as?
Well, he can't wait to sit in front of a TV back in his New Jersey home. I'm not going to reveal exactly where in Jersey because I'm sure he'll have stalkers the way Dexter Henry has stalkers, but he just wants to watch every Yankee game, every Met game. He's a huge sports fan. He wants to relax, and he's paid his dues. He's tired. Look, 36 years calling Yankee games. From 89 to 2019, he didn't miss a single game. The Cal Ripken of sports broadcasters. 64 years in the business already. He recalls being a 10-year-old Yankee fan growing up in New York and riding the IRT to the stadium and with his buddies. And his buddy Joe Torre, when the Yankees won the 96 World Series, that was an emotional moment for him. When Charlie Hayes caught that foul ball behind third base, it's just one memory after another for him, but he's had enough. He's done it. He's been there, done that. And you know, the old Joe DiMaggio line, I'd like to thank the good Lord for making me a Yankee. John Sterling would like to thank the good Lord for making him a Yankee broadcaster for 36 glorious years. And how does he want to be remembered? He wants to be remembered. His legacy, he would love to be remembered as a good guy and a good broadcaster. And what Yankee fan won't remember him as such?
Yeah, hard to think that anybody would say that he was not either of those things. And John, as I said, with a really great send-off on Saturday. And one thing
Dex, what was your favorite home run call from Sterling?
I loved his call of Jeter's 3,000th hit, which was a home run. That's probably one of my favorites from him. That's one that really stands out to me. I mean, it's also just such a great moment because Jeter got the 3,000th hit on a homer, and it was just great. So that's one that really jumps out to me with the question you asked there. That's the first one that kind of comes to mind.
Well, yeah, when I asked him what his favorite was, he really didn't have a favorite, but he liked an A-bomb from A-Rod. He mentioned that. Robbie Cano, don't you know? Those were two.
So you're talking about with the catchphrases that he liked.
Correct.
So let me re-answer that. My favorite for him was, I loved Bernie Williams. I loved the Burn Baby Burn. I like that. That was my favorite from him. I was A-Bomb from A-Rod would probably be a close number 2. But Bernie Williams, yeah. I love that one.
And Bernie loved it also, and that was really his first home run call.
Mm-hmm.
The shame of it is he retires before he gets to give us it is high, it is far, it is gone. Oh, Henry, a flex from Dex.
You know what? I'm with that. I like that. So somebody's got to clip that. I like that. We got to make sure that gets clipped. That is a good call. Well, it's a good impression. Also a good call. O. Henry, flex from Dex. I like it. Steve, why aren't you going to be the next Yankees radio broadcaster? You and Suzyn should be doing the games together.
Haven't you heard? We are.
Oh, I missed out. You just broke the news here.
Yeah,
for me.
no, we haven't released that. We haven't released that yet.
Well,
but,
now the people know.
No, it will be impossible to fill John Sterling's shoes. Sorry about that.
No, some big shoes to fill for sure. And it brings me to my next thing I want to talk to you about. And you kind of mentioned some of this, right, with the calls that Mr. Sterling had. But he had a front row seat to some of the most iconic moments in Yankees history. Is there a game or moment that has a special place in his heart? And did he share with you any personal anecdotes that maybe the people don't really know, not widely known? Did he share any of that with you?
Well, the 96 World Series was his favorite moment, as I said, because Joe Torre was his buddy, because when Sterling was in Atlanta, they became close. Torre was the Braves manager. He also, as a fan, loved the summer of '61, the home run race between Maris and Mantle. That was one of his favorite summers. But getting back to his broadcast career, the 98 Yankees, who were a machine, he used to joke with Michael Kay asking, are they ever going to lose? And they very rarely did. And, of course, the Subway Series, the 2000 Subway Series against the Mets, when the Yankees won it in 5, the Piazza Clemens histrionics, how much that meant to George Steinbrenner, so many memories, and he'll have all that time now to reflect on all of them. And it's a bittersweet day, I think. He'll always be pals with Suzyn Waldman. He says that will never end. And one institution staying friendly with another institution. And just hard to believe that he will not be part of the fabric of New York sports. He was the soundtrack of summer for so many or most Yankee fans. And the tribute today at the stadium spoke volumes, a standing ovation for John Sterling. It doesn't get any better than that. Good for him. He deserves every second of it. He made our summer so much pleasurable. And like I said, he'll be missed, sorely missed. Yankee broadcast, I feel for Suzyn, because as good as John Sterling's replacements may be, she's going to miss him more than anyone.
Yeah.
And she's an institution, as I said, in her own right. But it's going to be strange for her, and it's going to be strange for him to listen to Suzyn from his home. But good for him. He goes out on his own terms.
Yes.
How many of us can say that? And no one deserves it more than John Sterling.
I think that's a great point there, Steve. It's, doing what we do in sports journalism and sports broadcasting, it's, you're blessed to be able to do something for a long time, hopefully as long as John has done it, as long as you have been doing what you do. And when you get to see people go out on their own terms, go out on top and get the flowers while they're still here, that's always a beautiful thing. So let me give you your flowers. Because you did a great job. I said, let me give you your flowers because you did a fantastic job with this Q&A that people should check out on NewYorkPost.com. That's all.
Well, I appreciate it. Thanks, Dex. And you continue your great job on O. Henry, a flex from Dex.
That's a pretty good call. I have a feeling my producer Lee is going to say this too much now. I have a feeling he's going to just lean into that a little bit more. That is the great Steve Serby, New York Post sports columnist, bringing you another Sundays with Serby, but we did this on Saturday, dropping it for you and the Yankee fans there to honor the great John Sterling. Steve, I'll see you next week, and I think it'll definitely be on Sunday, not Saturday.
You got it. Anytime. For you, anytime. My day is your day. I open up whenever you need me, wherever. I'm here.
Appreciate
for Dexter
that.
Henry.
All right. Appreciate that, Steve. Thank you so much.
Thank you.